A long, long time ago, things were different. Roman emperors basked and bathed in rivers of juicy milk. Ronald McDonald slowly harvested the souls of unsuspecting children. The lion, the lion from the old MGM Studios logo, that lion was still alive. Times were good. And then YouTube happened. Now, many of you might not know this, but back in the early 2000s, there was actually a lot of potential for the internet. A lot of things hadn't been done, and social media hadn't become nearly as cancer-inducing as it is today. There was room for a platform that allowed users to upload and share videos. You might be wondering, who exactly was it that founded YouTube? Well, the story goes a little like this. Cruella de Vil called up her good buddy Charles Manson and was like, hey, I've just been watching some videos of innocent puppies being brutally murdered by terrorists. And I was like, wow, why isn't there a more central platform for videos like this to be shared? Now, when Charles Manson responded, he spoke in such a way that nobody could really understand what he was saying. It was very unintelligible, but with a very loud whoop that signaled like he was about to commit genocide, Cruella knew he was in. However, they still needed someone to help finance the project. They ended up calling up a whole host of people, including Satan, Joseph Stalin, even Bill Cosby, but all of them declined. Finally, it was actually a little-known German fellow named Adolf Hitler who would become the third founder, actually, of YouTube by lending some money to the project. Together, this triumvirate of evil, the creators of YouTube would start the famous site. Now, the original design of the site was actually pitched by Cruella, and she said basically, what if we have a site where users create their own videos, and then we bend these same users over a table and fuck them with a rotten and AIDS-infected pieces of horse meat. Let's greedily mooch off their hard-earned work while being a bunch of incompetent and out-of-touch assholes. Now, while both Charles Manson and Hitler both agreed with Cruella, unfortunately for them, they were unable to implement these plans because none of them were very technologically savvy. And so for the first couple of years, YouTube was actually alright. Many YouTubers would rise in this period, such as the great PewDiePie, famous for his videos where he would transform into a beautiful swan and then gobble up entire universes. Everybody was happy at this time, even Larry Bird. But it all came to an end with the birth of the algorithm. The only thing God feared worse than the birth of the Antichrist. Cruella, Manson, and Hitler had created the algorithm using the tears of 1,000 orphans forced to listen to Cardi B music. Now, the idea behind the algorithm was simple. If your video had any content whatsoever in it, then it would be flagged and taken down. You have a video with an orange in it? Well, fuck you, because Donald Trump's orange and a lot of people don't like him, so bam, next. Your video features your cat in it? Well, fuck you, because Nintendo just copyrighted all cats, so get out. Oh, your video features your own voice? Well, fuck you, because YouTube owns that too. The YouTube algorithm is governed by so much hatred, insanity, and buffoonery that it even copyright strikes an owner's content on behalf of the very owner, and then reports to that owner that it has successfully defended its own work, their own work, from themselves. And I mean, I'm not even making this up. I mean, like the rest of this video is exaggeration, but some of this shit you can't even make up. But yeah, that's where we are now. YouTube is a hellscape worse than your mom's coochie, and that's saying something. Nothing good happens anywhere anymore, actually, and that's how pervasive YouTube's evil really is. Whole populations of animals are going extinct, not because of pollution, but because they're committing suicide because they don't want to live in the same world as YouTube. Prisoners don't even want to be released anymore because they're too scared of YouTube, and at least it can't get them inside prison. It's a sad world we live in. But I guess it's not as bad as TikTok, I guess. That shit belongs in the 99th circle of hell, and even there, I don't think Satan wants that shit.